It is often said that there are more questions than answers. While this may be true, let us consider that there are some questions that only you can answer. This includes the question of what is your decision? So this is what Pastor spoke about this morning. Whose servant are you? Because you have to choose he today whom you will serve. And you remember Joshua, for me and my family, we will serve the Lord. So he spoke about 3 areas. I'm going to go through quickly. So the first one is God's covenantal expectation, and he speaks about the covenant being an agreement with God, just like a man and a woman would get married and they form a covenant. It is basically their agreement to each other. So in terms of the covenantal expectation, God is faithful to us, and therefore we are to be faithful to him. You understand? And we are to give God our entire heart, our body, our mind, our soul. Just give him everything. So even if God were to show up at home or show up at the workplace, would we be shining our light? You understand? Or is it that only when we come in the 4 walls of the church, we just give praise and a carry on and being an hypocrite, basically? Or is it that everywhere you go, persons can see the light of Jesus in you? The second one was your sinful disposition. So we are to resist this sinful disposition. So when we have God's covenantal expectation, we have to be resolute about it. You understand? Nothing should stop us. Nothing should change us. Even when the temptations and the trials come, even when life hard and you feel like you can't be bothered, we are still to remain resolute. And in terms of the sinful disposition, he reminded us that anything that we obey becomes our master. So we are to try to get it right the first time, because there are times when you are forgiven, but you still have to pay the consequences. And we can see the example of Moses. You understand? He got judgment without mercy because he was very stubborn. You understand? So he did not see the promised land, so he died in the wilderness. So there are times when we need to try to get it right the first time, because anything you obey, you have become the master too. And you have to resist the devil and he will flee from you. You have to resist the devil. So you're going to be tempted, but you have to resist the devil and he will flee from you. And then in resisting that, you have to occupy with something else. So you draw nigh to God and he will draw nigh to you. And the third one was God's faithful provision. So anything that gets in the way of you serving God is an idol. So we are encouraged to stay close to God. We are encouraged to remember, as the songwriter said, that he is able, I know he is able, I know my Lord is able to carry me through. Why? Because he healed the brokenhearted, he set the captives free, he made the lame to walk again, and he caused the blind to see, and he put a roof over your head, and he pay your bills them on time, and him do everything. So you have those testimonies where God is always faithful to you. So those were what he emphasized this morning. And I also have a little poem that when we sit down in the traffic hour to go to work, I wrote this poem. It is entitled, Who Will Go? I created the world and all was good. They multiplied to make sure it stood. Now let me go back and find a few who will do the work that I must do. Hey, Brother Moses, how you do? I want you to rescue my people do. And me attack, I'm a murderer. And worse, me can't even talk properly either. Anyways, Lord, me will do what you say. But you have to lead or me not gonna away. Hey, little Jeremiah, you are growing so well. Help me save my people from hell. I am too young to be a servant, sir. Me to go where pure troubles flow. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to protect, prosper, and rescue Unu. Sister Esther, good afternoon. You're smart and beautiful like a full moon. Anyways, your family will be attacked. I have placed you here so I will not be mocked. It is not my time to see the king. They will kill or destroy my everything. But if I perish, I still must go. Because you, my God, the whole world must know. Mr. Abraham, with all due respect, sir, with your experience, you can cause a great stir. You know, sister, me all and barely a walk. Little more from this, me go barely a talk. Don't worry about that. I will provide. Your name will be great and descendants can't divide. Me still find some willing servants, man. Things look good and fit the plan. But let me ask you all today. Are you obedient to the call? Whom shall I send? And who will go my way? So that is a charge for you today. Are you still obedient? If God say you are to neglect certain things and come and follow me and do this that is more moral, that is praiseworthy, that is honest, will you obey and go his way to be a light in the world and to pull others to him? Are you?